Dunk, dunk, dunk. Hello, Lotta. Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I got all fired up about something, it's possible to stop me. You hurt Maya really badly, Lotta. I don't suppose you could forgive a guy like me. Sure, why not? Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. That's, thank goodness I'm still, what? I don't know, nothing. I was just talking to myself, you know, gibberish. Now then, not a heart at your service. I'll share with you what the dirt I've dug up. Thanks. Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you all this info for free. I'm not taking money now. I know this one's an alien clone. Maya's not the real murderer, then. Who do you think that it is, Lotta? Eeny meeny? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? Is that a cult freak? You mean eeny meeny? Well, there ain't anyone else it could be, right? That Granny, you and me, and we're all together the whole time. I'll suspect Eeny. And she might have already found some info about our mysterious Eeny. What'd you find out? Eeny meeny, right? Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about this girl. You know, actually I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world. Yeah, I had a hunch as much. Or heard as much. I had also heard that Eeny was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to the Korean village. You don't say, that's one sticky gal if you ask me. You want me to tell you more about her? Yes, please. Here we go. Speaking of Eeny, do you have any other information about her? Sure. Well, what is it? It'll cost you, and it costs a lot. Free men, no money necessary. Girl was hospitalized about half a year ago. Hospitalized, but why? Well, heck, you can find her out on your own. Here, I'll give you this clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something. Maybe what's that supposed to mean? Well, see, actually, it's gonna be annoying, I reckon. So I didn't actually go there. Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right? Spoiled gumbo sounds. Ooh, I mean, look, don't blame this on. Oh, never mind. I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out the Hottie Clinic. Walty. To the clinic, please. Reception. So this is where Eeny was hospitalized. Yes, are you here to visit the patient? Ah, yes. Are you the doctor here? Yes, I'm Director Hottie. I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself. Yes, what can I help you with? I'll ask you a few questions about Miss Eeny Money. Miss Eeny Money? Oh, yes, her. It's too bad. I'll tell you something. The girl left here not long ago. I left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir. You know, you shouldn't be up and all about. Come on, let's get back to your room with you. Sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. When you dare start that Sweetums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out in this hospital. Well, I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their boss. Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, I got it. Yes. Yes, oh, huh? Who in the world are you? I'm Director Howdy. Ho ho. Nurse went off somewhere. Of the man, the only person I can talk to. This guy, Miss Eeny is really cute in this picture, you'd agree, right? What a weirdo. See her again maybe next time she has a big accident? Yes. Tell her for you. Waiting for her. Yes, waiting. So what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes. We treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff? Oh, yes. Doctory clinical stuff. Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details as a whole. What is it that what is it that I look for? What does that look for? Oh. Yes, there's a really big general hospital around the corner. Yes. We can accommodate everyone and move some of the patients out here. We do surgeries here, right? Yes, we do plastic surgery here. It seems, yes, it seems that way. What do you know about Miss Eeny Money? Are you talking? Yes, that girl, she was transferred here from the general hospital. Here. Miss Seamus. What kind of surgery did she need? Needed surgery? It was really bad, really bad. So what kind was it? Yes, well, no. You see, this is something. No, I can't tell you. Her happy smile. So you say with a happy smile on your Mr. Doctor? Or Mr. Director? Am I dying here? See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. All those TV shows too, right? You've seen them, right? Yes. They were going to get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth. I'll visit this, right? Something that could show this old cute. Like this. What's this? I'm a lawyer, right now. I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What is it with your angry face? Violence is the answer. Yes. Trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes, actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? No, half of my brain knew that. What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Well, hold on. Give you something, real information, okay? Actually, this clinic, see, unlike this place is walking, Dictionpedia. You mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, smooth, silky, honey patients. Nothing I know more about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah? How about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Oh, anyway, you wanted to know about little Miss Eenie Miney, right? Little Miss Eenie Miney? That girl? I remember her especially well, really, especially very well. Alright, then talk about it. I can get out of here. Please tell me what you know about Eenie Miney. And did that, trust me, I will. That girl, that's right, she was transferred here from the general hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? No. She was injured, not ill. My trained eye, I could see it was a huge wound at that. Huge injury. Her whole body was wrapped around and around in bandages and her arm was in a cast. Sounds pretty severe, alright. Yes, it was an accident. They're scary. Yes, cars? Yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep. That's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Did it all up, I did. It was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? More, huh? Just now you mentioned something about a big operation. Are you talking about Miss Enie's operation? Yeah, Miss Enie's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad, very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Enie had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture? That girl, see, she had just gotten her license. She just happened to have a license photo of her. Yes. Oh. But she got her picture? As I wait to remember her, yes. Well, more like swiped. Breach of ethics. Oh, wait. Wait, what? A pretty girl like her? I bet she has a lot of pictures. Sure. The treasure? Why hello there, Jeffrey. My treasure, my precious. What happened to the actual license itself? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. We can do it at 8. Alright, man. Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. License photo added to the court record. Eenie Meenie's photo. The accident. So you looked up information on Enie's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes, I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes, hold on. I'll go get it for you, the article, I mean. Huh? You have it? Well. Don't get me wrong, I thought something like this might come up, so... Just to the max. But I can bet I could learn about it, how to stay on the lead from this guy. Ah, here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Eenie was in the passenger seat. Passenger seat, huh? And dozing, or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and next minute, I see a fire was all around her. Miss Eenie fought with the door, finally got it open, and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article. Yes, can I though? The paper clipping 2 updated to the court record. A new clue, I should probably look this over. Been half a year since Miss Eenie had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. Already been half a year, huh? Yes, so how was I? I was real help, wasn't I? Yes? Yes, thank you very much. Well, then I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Eenie I said hi, okay? Yes. Time for me to leave, too? Yes, okay, it's definitely time to leave. There's a 2-hour train ride to Korean Village for the 17th time today. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Oh, yeah? So earlier, that old granny called the cops? Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She has something to tell them? Things are sure getting interesting. Donkey donk, donkey donk, donk, donkey donk, donkey donk, donkey donk. But honestly, I tell you, the granny sure got about her bloomers in a knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. Always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master's seed and controlling the village folk. And now you see what's turned into a murder, that's what. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? I thought we were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Well, excuse me for not keeping up with the gossip while I'm busy saving people. Is it something about stealing the master's seed? Yup. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Faye, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master? Do you know where Eni is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around the garden in the middle. Alright, thanks. Something to ask her? Yeah, I got a whole list of things that only she can help me clear up. So I hear the master has always been the eldest daughter. Eldest daughter? Turns out the old bat is Misty Faye's oldest sister. Oh? They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. But think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost her younger sister, Misty. I see, this made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. All sorts of things, too, like, she's the oldest, and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So, what would have happened if Morgan had been stronger? Maya's family would have been the branch family, I reckon. Donkey 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 donk donkey donk. Donkey donk donkey donk donk donkey 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 donk donkey donk. Alright, Lotta. Yeah, Lotta, you're eeny meeny. Hey, like, I haven't seen you in a while? Yeah? I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. Like, what's with that scary look on your face? Is that the Mayatama? Traffic accident. Please tell me about that traffic accident. Huh? Whose accident? Your sister's accident? Naturally. Oh, yeah. So, that Dr. Greg guy made my sister fall asleep? And, that all I have to say about that? Interesting. Eni just asked whose accident, which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about the certain other person's accident? Another person's accident? Like, who do you got in mind? True. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, how strange. I have, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, prove I was in an accident? Where did the article go? Am I dying? Oh, it got updated. Okay. Would you like to look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Eeny Meeny holds interview about crash. Ah? You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to the hospital, correct? Wait? What now? It's not me. Huh? I mean, this person has, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eeny Meeny, is, pretty common. What in the world are you babbling about? Sister's name, Meeny Miny, is in here too? Totally? Wow. What a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, goosebumps. You think I'm gonna let you get away with that? So, now what? Do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? Your profile or, your license? Your profile? Neither? Am I dying here? I didn't mean to back out of that. I think it is the license. They had to use her face to put her face back together. Or use the ID in her license to put her face back together. take that. This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Haha, so? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks a lot like you. A creepy fake director. Now are you ready to tell me about this accident? Like, oh, wait a sec. Okay, so, like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's, like, totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And the woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in the accident could be your sister, Mimi, Miney? I believe it was your sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi, you were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when the accident occurred, making it one and the same. Unlock successful. Poggy. Traffic accident. Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. Skirt. And then it happened. The time I grabbed from my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I, like, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke and I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry? Dr. Gray? Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that too, like, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Eni a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. Ha, it seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually, I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. Let's serve you a slice of humble pie. Hope you enjoy it. Okay. You know, I know you were hiding inside of this stinking clothing box and just shot through. Dum-de-dum, dum-de-dum. But how you got out of there, I don't know. Now, where are the police at? Sorry, where are they? You know, I have no idea. Maybe we can go back to Maya? Both of them? Oh. Something's up. Stop, leave my mother alone. Ow, how you holding on? Okay, pal, not gonna hurt. Pearl, dear? Is perfect alright? Perfectly alright. Oh, I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please let me go too. No, you must stay here and protect this matter. But, oh, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. Sure, something cool. Here, look, it's a real pistol. Detective, do not upset me with further. Ah, sorry. Poor Gumshoe being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. Mother? Mother, this has never happened before. Pearls. Mr. Nick. I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something's really bad going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared of Mr. Nick. Say something, anything? What about Maya? What about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya? She must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you to be by her side. Sarah's really piercing shiver. With this gun to hold yourself off with? You can have it. Oh, Missy wants the gun right now. Okay. I'll go to the detention center. Can you waiting, Phoenix? Mia? So how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. Heavy weight to bear. serves? Mia had a few cyclocks of her own. Oh no. Mia, I'm ready to unlock those last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. Anything else to talk about? The murderer. Mia? Yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. Bonk. Why, do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, battle of wits against me, a gulp. I had to present this to you, that's right. The murderer? Venus, you think I'm hiding some information about someone from you? Isn't that right? Yes, alright then. Tell me who you think I'm protecting. Morgan. Morgan Fay, of course. There's no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Ka-chink. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion on my own aunt. Proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the winding way. The same material as Maya's costume, except the splash of blood. I mean, it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes. When Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there's only one person who could have done that. One person who was taking care of Maya. My aunt. What's that look mean? Argument's too flimsy. It proved that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume. But it's blood? And do you know whose blood that is at the point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? Do I? I mean, the key. Both found inside this incinerator. Who we're looking for? The key to the channeling chamber, huh? At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key, and yet somehow magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right. And this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. Both the key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume. Would certainly seem that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes, and then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. Only one person who could have done that. One person who was taking care of my aunt. Exactly. Ka-chink! You do very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the entire time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this to me. For me. But I want to know if my aunt is a culprit and how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? Any meanie? Choose to answer the final question, which means that my aunt and Eeny Meeny were in cahoots. Ka-chink. Unlock successful. Poggy. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. A person would have to know a lot about Fey Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already had an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eeny Meeny is involved somehow. We have one big problem on our hands. Problem with what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to frame Maya? And Annie wanted, revenge. Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with me. He doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then, there's only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. When my aunt do something like this, why would she do it? It's not underhanded fashion. Because, Mother, she's the one who holds the key to this, or key to this. Mother, whose? Mine? I'll be silly, mine, of course, Misty Faye. For sure. Mia, Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up now? I think we gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow, and I think we'll become better then. Right, Chief, we won't lose. To be continued. Donkey dunk, donkey da dunk, da dunk, donkey 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 dunk, donkey da dunk. I will save our progress at this point, please. There we go. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Like me? Oh no, they aged her up. She was 16 7 months ago. I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's all grown up. Yeah, I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me, and well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in the murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning. Two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, Morgan, Pearly. Are you Morgan Pearly? You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother's coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yeah, Mr. Nick, do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you two for alone time. Phew, thank goodness. Nick, this way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? June 22nd, 10 a.m. I'm gonna be accused of murder. Or her mother. Yeah? Oops. Court is now in session for the trial of my FA. Is ready, Your Honor? Start already? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to this news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? I think you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. Famous one is me. I'm a prodigy who has never lost the case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. It's true what they say, women really are scary when they fight gold. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. I think it could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. This key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. But Ms. Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying that the person in this picture is not the defendant? Never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that Maya Faye, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that this is when she dropped the key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? Prosecution would like to call the defendant on Morgan Faye to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. What are you slurping on? You're in court. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Faye, and I am a spirit medium. In a manner of speaking? Sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? Which, I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, anyone after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya's and severing technique. technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is, yes, that is. Oof. You be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. When the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in the possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order, order, order. Miss Fey, please testify to the court what happened during this time. Your Honor, I will try to my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door and opened and entered the chamber. Requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from the Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I didn't wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct the falsities when they arise. That's right. Simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. I will press. Gotta do everything. Just now, you said, those two. Who are the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Nada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? Sorry, I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I already see people in the heartland gearing up for the riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What'd you do to that, Miss Fey? Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simply as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At the time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... The what, madame? Oh, it's nothing, and you know, no need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Question further. There was another reason you wanted the both of us out of the room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman may be in danger. What I thought to myself. Well, that's very noble of you, Miss Fey. This is bad, that people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us snapping. Yeah, for you. Satisfied now, Mr. Wright, Miss Fey, please continue. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and the strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why? Why would you lie about something like that? It's very painful for me to say this, however. Witness was lying to cover for the defendant. They were lying in the prison, or they were outside. Question further. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yeah. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she whip? Stop whipping this old man. Witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. You want to know what this unexpected thing was? There is always later. Yes, very well. Now, witness, continue with what happened. Press. Hold it! Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes. But you were physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There was no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Objection! Have you forgotten already? Never mind. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically my FA. Growing old and such, I got a phone call. Or was I? Growing old, such a mysterious thing, trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given her chase right away? Well, yes, I would have, however. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure, about 10 minutes perhaps. The defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness? Elaborate on the point for us. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, now what? Question further. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, and how can you know for sure that the defendant left this channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this, witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. Ms. Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. Bunk. That's enough. From what I can tell, there's nothing wrong with the witness's testimony. From what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. Isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now let us take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yeah, exactly what we should be. Alright, be quiet, you. Now then, what the escape had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She's went to speak with a certain person. Who was it? Probably Eeny Meeny. Prosecution calls Miss Eeny Meeny, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eeny Meeny. I think you can see where this is headed. Witness. Name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Eeny Meeny. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology and stuff at the, university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's, like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is that correct? Like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. This is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake. After the murder, like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was, like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered your room was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time? Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of the witness's sister? Yes, maybe Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... witness? Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell us the court? Why don't you tell the court what the terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Any? She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It's a bit hard to swallow. Ouch. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. You say so. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seemed like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now was all made up. Just one huge lie. Or so was Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? Well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. Can you do that, Phoenix? Let's find the one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt. The defense will cross-examine the witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the truth behind the murder. Yet again, this foolish fool sprouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. After the murder. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Press. Is that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I think there were sesame seeds, like, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, premonition that it was going to be totally a seedy day. Yes, indeed. I see. I'm the only one who missed the boat here. Anyway, did you, so you did something? Or you were taking your nap, something happened when you were sleeping? Like, a little later, someone came into my room, like, really suddenly. Do you know the time? Maybe a little before 11 AM. Something like that, I think. 11 AM. Yeah, like, my stomach is totally ready for, food. No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time it was when someone came into your room. Oh, so you, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's alright. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, what was it talking about again? Never mind. Witness about this person who entered the side room. Like, oh my god, totally my sister. Are you absolutely sure? I guess? Guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, I totally don't know your sister at all. Mr. Smith? First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she managed to mess up the question with her answer. Mr. Wright, the defense rests. That was a colossal waste of our time. And then witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Meeny Miny? Meeny Miny? You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, I mean, it was my sister. But when most people react here with surprise at seeing the dead level 1 alive again. But maybe if I was someone who didn't know about it, the occult, but I know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? Nah, press it. Always press. Never stop. You really didn't think anything strange with the whole encounter? No. There wasn't any reason for me to, think anything was strange. Ow. Don't keep badgering her. Another phrase, objection. Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, the question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister is really that important? It's very important. It's very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got the bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright, Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked totally like normal. Oh, that's your issue.
Objection!
Objection. That was a very well spun line, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix, right? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now? Are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there were nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and I don't think that's what you were thinking about at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you're really testifying and not lying, you would have noticed it right off the bat. Order, Miss Miney. What is the meaning of this? She eats her hat. Miss Miney? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. That? Yep. Just having about Your Honor. Well, the witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now hurry up with the testimony. If you please. Looks a little shaken up. Out of hope he's going to be. After the murder, part 2. Like, the side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? That blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. You have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness.
Hold it!
Press. Hold it. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay? You didn't see the blood? Yeah? But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me that you didn't notice the gun either? I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face. Continue. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out, because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew, she, says she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Yeah. Was your sister calm by that time? I think I skipped a line. I said so. I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix, right? The sooner the better. The whip at the ready. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Sure? Is there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place, huh? What do you mean? When you... in the side room? No, nothing strange. What should I do? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix, right? Don't find something sort of it. I know, I understand the options. on the other. I thought it was gonna lead to the clothing box being not in the room. Going to the crime scene. Talking about, well, yeah, because Pearl was fixing the vase. Talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. But she answered that rather quickly. Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I totally can't. It's not good enough. You have to explain yourself to this court. You think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not she was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all important? It's very important. But I know where you do know where we're going with this. Very well. Ms. Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. I don't get why, but okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber.
Objection!
Objection. I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like an urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, like, what does that prove? Who cares about some worn out old urn? Like, yeah, I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking on the winding way at the time, there was no way you could not have seen this person. Pearl, where's Pearl? There she is. Age 8. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes, and how is this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing at this certain garden. The garden, oh. And she just happened to be break this urn. Oh. Oh. Wait, she broke the urn? Yup, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. Darn, and Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting rear in the middle of the winding way. Turned into a ghost for a minute. Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. You couldn't see that while you were walking. I have declared you legally blind. Sure. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You were a masterful liar. Og is the boy. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what he's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder.
Look who decided to show up.
I'm ready, boys. I will save this here.
To give me all this murder trial.
I just proved somebody was lying through their teeth, and I will come back to this in 4 days. Without any hint of memory what I was doing.
Homeboy lied to the fucking court, and Nick thinks he shouldn't go to jail.
They're always lying, and all the witnesses do is lie in this game.
That's bad. You should stop it right there. You should just be like, objection, this man's
You're allowed
going
to
to
lie
jail
under
right now.
oath in Japan.
This is in San Francisco.
Oh
Yeah.
look, BCG Walrus joined the party. My bus is a little less slow right now.
Pretty cool.
Oh.
That is not
Alright.
included. It is. I already included it. Look at
That's
that
cool.
check mark.
I will get this stuff set up as I walk away for a minute, get something to drink.